everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Phins Show. I am your host, Miss Phins. Thank you for coming through. Do me a favor and hit that like button. Hit that like button. Share, subscribe. Let everybody know that we are live today. Thank you. Let's get into this. Tour Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. I know y'all waiting for it. Why not? It's the whole point of being here, right? QB1. See here. Let me put this button in here. There you go. How y'all doing? Go ahead and hit that like button. Like I always say, we win together, we lose together. Dolphins for life. Let's talk about it. But before I do, let me go ahead and say hello to everybody in here. Good morning, Bob Young. First one in. Appreciate it, sir. Chef Duke, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Still believe this team will win out and be in the playoffs. Very low chance we don't make the playoffs, but anything can happen. Good morning, Dud. Let's see here. Good morning, Bones. Good morning, Mark K. Welcome. Good morning. Let's see here. Delusional. Welcome. Good morning. Daddy Dean. Welcome. Good morning. Jeremiah. Welcome. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming through. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. So, like always, we're gonna go ahead and discuss Tua today, because, like, Mudbone, welcome. Good morning. Yeah, he's our quarterback. So there you go. But as far as the actual, wow, I missed that, didn't I? Okay, cool. Cool. As far as the actual Tua Tagovailoa, ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest. Let's be fair. Um, he sucked for the last 2 weeks, or at least 2 weeks prior to this past Sunday and this past weekend. This game, he actually did pretty good, in my opinion. It wasn't too bad. Um, Not like I thought he wasn't there, but this is a problem that we keep having with Tua, and we've seen this problem time and time again. Now, before I get to tell you what that is, let me go ahead and tell you his actual stats one more time, just so we can have it fresh. 7 out of 30. Oh, I mean, wow, 17 out of 30, 234 yards, 7.8 average, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 2 sacks for a loss of 17 yards, 53.9 QBR, and a 104 QB rating. He also ran once for 7 yards as well. He did also um, fumble the ball once as well. Thankfully, we were able to recover it. Thank goodness. Um, so yeah, so that was Tua in this particular game. Now, as far as this game, and I know that yesterday we we discussed what you know the main stuff of the game, kind of give you the breakdown and kind of like a what do you call it? A not really like a review, but like a recap, like we always do every Monday, of what happens and a little bit of my take on it. We also had 305 Sports Space, so if you didn't catch that, please go back to yesterday's stream, because you'll be able to go ahead and see her opinion on the game. But as far as Tua himself, I thought he did what he needed to do. There were a few plays though that I was a little bit upset, for a couple of reasons. So yeah. Good morning, Saxman J. Will. Welcome. Ronald, welcome. Good morning, sir. Richard, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you're too kind, Jeremiah. You're too kind. We appreciate your show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Kenna, welcome. Good morning. Robert Trainer, welcome. Yes, yes. What's up, guys? You guys are too kind. Thank you, thank you. So, yeah, Dolphins 6 losses to playoff caliber teams. Was it playoff caliber teams? I know Bengals, Jazz, Vikings. Yeah, actually, you're right. You got Niners, Chargers. Well, you're right, actually. Man, you're right. Yeah, you're right, Daddy Dean. Wow. So let me discuss the part that Tua has done consistently for the last 3 years. Now, y'all know what I expect out of Tua. And I think I've been very clear, and I've said it like I don't know how many times. Literally every single game we've had. I always say exactly what my expectations for Tua are. And it's very easy. And I stick it somewhere around here. Oh, here it is. Tua, I need him to do 230 to 250, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and a couple deep passes. That's the bare minimum that I asked to do. Right? Well, guess what? I mean, he technically did that. Tua technically did that in this game. He got 234, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And his longest was 67, but if I'm not mistaken, he had a couple long ones. So actually, according to what my minimum requirement for him is, he did it. He did it. This is the issue though. And a lot of people mistake this. And I know most of you guys that watch me watch other content creators, as you should. And if you do, you also have heard of TD Fins Talk. Help me start the channel. Shout out to you, TD. But guys, I mean, one of the main things he's talked about, which I noticed too, as well, is Tua's ball placement. Tua's ball placement has consistently, in my opinion, been questionable. And some people say, Miss Finch, what are you talking about? He's the most accurate quarterback in the league. There is when it comes to accuracy, completion percentage is just one part of that. Completion percentage is just one part of that. That's not the whole thing. Ball placement is a huge part. Huge part, ladies and gentlemen. Huge part. Oh, don't worry, Delusion. Ain't no moral victory. We lost. It sucks. We lost the division. And like I told you guys, I'm not backing down. I already said this. Whoever won this game wins the division. Congratulations, Buffalo Bills. You won the division. Now we are in the same boat we were in the last 2 seasons. Win and get in. What do you mean, Miss Vince? If we win out, we'll make it. We'll have multiple options to get in, Miss Vince. Win and get in. I said it. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, technically, Buffalo hasn't clinched the division. The division is still open. Technically, you are right. However, we lost. Like, it's over. At this point, we're lucky if we make the playoffs. There goes $100 million to do the same thing we did the last 2 years with what everyone always loves to remind me: no weapons, no O line. and no coaching. We have weapons, have no line, and coaching to get the exact same results. I mean, I love shopping, guys, and I love good deals. You know what I mean? But whoever sold this deal to the Dolphins, to the fans, okay, yeah, yeah. Just saying. What up, Adam S? Welcome, Cat for Life. Welcome, 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 buddy. Appreciate you. Oh, I agree, Bones. Man, forget Tua. Sorry, Bones. I'm totally using this voice just because I don't know why. I'm in my brain when I read the first line. This is exactly how you sounded. I have no idea how you sound, but I'm still gonna do it. Man, forget Tua. He's the QB. We better not lose another game until at least. I'm sure you meant at least the second round of playoffs, and it better be a great game. I'm sick of Tua. I agree 100%. Uh, I hope I did my best rendition, Bones. Um, yeah, but as far as the actual, what up? Your thoughts on us dipping to seventh seed? Well, I mean, I'm gonna talk about that in a second, Cap. I'm gonna talk about that in a second, guys. You guys realize that everything's still in the game. Everything's still in the table for the Dolphins. We could still go to the Super Bowl. We could absolutely miss the playoffs. It's all there. It's all there. That's the frustrating part. We could have had it a for sure path. Nope, not there. Now it's the wait and see. You know what I mean? It's annoying. But that's why I say we win together, we lose together, Dolphins for life. But people forget part of accuracy. It's ball placement. And Tua's ball placement has consistently been in question, in my opinion. And now, Miss Fans, every quarterback throws bad balls, or you can't be good or be number one in completion percentage if you're not good. Like, look, Tua's a good quarterback, whether you like it or not. Is he a great quarterback? Is he the difference maker that's gonna win you a Super Bowl? That's wait and see. I cannot say yes or no because, like I've said this entire season, I am not judging Tua in its entirety until the end of whenever the season ends this year. I'm gonna give him 3 full years, whatever that looks like. Then I'm gonna go ahead and make my opinion. Good morning, Dolphineer. Now I'm gonna give you my thoughts on Tua overall. So as of now, I'm gonna talk about what I see in the game. And I wasn't thinking at the moment. Obviously, I was upset because it wasn't called a defensive pass interference on Tyreek. Good morning, Fins in the house. But then I looked at it, and then I was listening to TFTG and DDW and TD and a couple other people, even Big O. So I can't really tell you who exactly said it. That had me thinking. I'm like, yep, you're right. You're right. TD, because he showed the video. That's why. That was bad placement on Tua. That was really bad place. Not only did he throw that particular ball, it was the out route to Tyreek, okay, where obviously the defender got there way before the ball even got there. But irregardless of that, that out route was the right read. It was a right play, so I'm good with the play call. It was exactly what we needed. The problem is it was thrown behind him. That's why Tyreek had to slow down coming off of that, breaking off into his out route. He had to slow down, go behind him to try to catch the ball. Hence, why that the defender was able to go ahead and put his arm there and disrupt the ball. Yes, he did it way too early, and yes, technically that was a DPI. But I mean, let's be real. If Tua would have thrown that in front of him, that's a first down. Period. That's a first down. People want to say, "Oh, that ball to Trent Sherfield. That was a touchdown," and Trent Sherfield completely dropped it. And I was like, "Yep, that was a drop." And then taking a look at that play again, I understand having to throw it, you know, low and away from the defender, but there was more than enough room for him to throw that just slightly higher. That would have allowed him to, instead of body catching it on the floor, to maybe perhaps putting in his hands up. That would have allowed him to make a better catch. Ball placement. Now, the third one, and this one, I still can't give to Tua. This one I'm going to give to Tyreek. But now thinking about it, I can't even give to Tyreek. This is on McDaniel. Let me explain what I mean. So that touchdown pass in the end zone that Tua threw to Tyreek, that literally, I mean, everybody saw. He caught the ball and just like dropped it. I don't know if he was afraid of falling, the angle he was, I don't know what happened. Caught the ball, dropped it. And then I'm taking a look at it, and I'm looking at the defender, I'm looking at Tyreek. Tyreek is little. We have big receivers on our team. Why are we not using our big receivers in these particular plays, especially in the end zone? Why are we trying to do it to these little tiny receivers? When you have big bodies, I mean, not for nothing, but you have Durham Smythe. You have River Craycraft. You have big receivers. I don't even want to say Gasicki. Because we already know they refuse to play Gasicki, period, for whatever reason. Makes zero sense to me. You have big body receivers. Put in one of those receivers in that exact same play. You don't have to be coming off the ground for 2 feet, trying to high point the ball, trying to catch it and fall where he's not going to injure himself. Good morning, Pseudo Psych. I mean, Spike. I don't know why I keep saying Psych. It happens. Sorry. Uh, Miss Phins, I said the same thing on Larry's show yesterday. Great. That's on my McDaniel. Not utilizing your weapons. You don't put a tiny receiver for a ball like that when you know you have giant receivers that can catch that ball. Well, and that's when I'm like, okay, that's on McDaniel. I can't even tell. I can't even put that on Tua. I can't even slight. I mean, I'm still putting it on Tyreek because come on, bro, you had that ball. You should have caught that. We know this. But more than anything, people forget the fact that that's on McDaniel for not putting in the right receiver. Fine, Mark K. Craycraft was out. Great. We still had other receivers, big body receivers, and I was just giving examples. We have big body receivers. Why don't we use big body receivers? I mean, come on, guys. Be honest with me. How many times have we seen our big boys? And how many times have we seen our big boys catching those end zone passes? Don't use them for nothing else if you don't want to. Fine. But don't come at me and tell me that we don't have the big receivers that can actually catch that ball. Come on. I understand having Tyreek on the field. You're telling me Mr. and what others call him, because I don't crown anybody, M- McGenius couldn't find a way to put his own big players on there? No, no, no. And plus, it's clear as day that they're forcing things to Tyreek. So, yeah, that's on McDaniel. In my opinion, that's on McDaniel. That is on McDaniel. Careful, if I'm gonna get to this real quick because I see it, sir. I'm gonna pin it so I can remember. But I needed to discuss that. That's really on Mike McDaniel, man. Why can't we have nice things? Let me tell you why. Because we don't appreciate nice things. That's literally it. We don't appreciate nice things. We don't. We really don't. And that's frustrating. We don't appreciate them. I don't appreciate it. There was something else you said, Cap. Thoughts on us rushing? Oh, well, you've been saying a lot of things. So let me get to you, Cap, because you've been some good points. So, Jolie, thanks. All y'all that started with me from the very beginning, before I even started the show. No, no, Jolie. Your thoughts on us dipping to 7 seats. So let me get to that first. First of all, that's typically what happens when a team doesn't take care of their job. I can't even. Last year probably was no last 2 years. We didn't do it last year. We didn't do it the year before. We didn't get in. How many opportunities we had last year? Specific. This is why it hurts. I'm having some massive deja vu, ladies and gentlemen. Because last year we had the exact same scenario. The exact same scenario. Last year we went ahead and we had, what do you call it? Win and get in situation. We also had, we could have gotten the division, guys. It wasn't decided till week 17, week 18. Nope, we didn't take care of business. What happened? We lost. I'm not surprised that we're 7 seed. Now with the performance that we've gotten from the team. I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised. That's the part that gets frustrating. Because we have the team, we have the opportunity, it just doesn't happen. That's the problem. That's the problem that we have there. So yeah, at this point, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? I mean, we shouldn't be 7 seed. That's for sure. At this point, we should be. I don't want to say top four, but at least fifth seed. At least fifth seed. At least. When you don't have, when Tua's not putting the ball where it needs to go, that's the issue you run into. And some people want to continue to blame others, but we have to put the responsibility on Tua because Tua puts the responsibility on Tua. That's the truth. Tua does it himself. And as far as us rushing 1 yard in the fourth quarter Saturday night, I don't know if it was just 1 yard. I gotta double check that, but I mean, unacceptable, guys. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Because if you think about it, what got what's up, Alfredo? Good morning. As far as how do I put this? It was working, guys. The game plan was working. Run, 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 run. I don't understand why we got off of it. I get it. You also want to pass. You know what I mean? I understand that. You want to be able to keep Tua in a rhythm. That's a good thing. And some of the pass calls were actually pretty good. They weren't executed. There's a difference. But if you have your run game being so effective, you have to continue it. So it makes zero sense to me. Why? It makes zero sense to me as to why we stopped running, especially in the second half. Granted, I understand that we were down at one point, but guess what? We ended up having, we were up by 8 points at one point. Why didn't we continue once we got to that, why didn't we continue to run the ball and kill the clock? Hmm? That's the issue. That's the issue. And now Phins would play the Chiefs with their terrible secondary, and that may be the best matchup. Probably. It is. Steve Rose, welcome. Good morning. Probably it might actually be the best thing for us. Can you imagine if we did sneak into the playoffs, 7 seed, and play Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City and beat them? That'd be first of all, any given Sunday, and second, yeah, gonna be very tough. He'll decline. And yeah, I still agree. As I still agree, Alfredo's Finn's still gonna win. We're still gonna make the playoffs. I'm not gonna. I'm, I'm not saying that we're not gonna make up. But good morning, Big Six. Stop blaming Tua. I'm not. I'm not blaming Tua. Then Big Six, you might have just gotten here. What I'm saying is, what Tua could have done, better ball placement. He can control that. That's on him. He can control that. Tua gets his better ball placement. Oof. How many times have I said Tua? I've seen Tua destroy teams. I've seen Tua do dimes. Forget these quarterbacks. This is the frustrating part. I know Tua can do this. Good morning, mind over matter. And again, Big Slick, you probably just got here because I literally was blaming Mike McDaniel. So take a look at the beginning of the stream so you can see it. Absolutely. We almost beat them 2 years ago. We absolutely can beat. We can beat anybody, guys. We can. This team has proven we can win. We can beat anybody. Even in our losses, we can still beat anybody. We lost ourselves. Like I can't recall of a team truly beating us versus us actually just losing ourselves. There is a difference. Difference. And Looking at these losses, we beat ourselves versus Cincinnati. We beat ourselves versus the Jets. Vikings are probably the only one that I would say straight up beat us. And even then that game, guys, we still had a chance to win that game. So realistically speaking, we know the Chargers game. We were in it. We know that the 49ers game we were in it. And hello, we almost beat the Bills. So we have what it takes. But we also have to consider Tua's part into this. The first three, he wasn't there. We lost. And I know a lot of people say if he was in there, we would have won. Well, guess what? He was in there in the last three games, and we lost all three. So the narrative of if Tua was in there and we would have won, I think is out the door. It is Tua Tuesday, guys. That's what we're talking about, Tua. But I'm also talking about McDaniel too because he does get some of the blame here. I'm not talking about him in a second, but I need to get this out for Tua. Tua needs to do better in his ball placement. I think that's really where I would say we probably had our biggest area of opportunity. I think that if Tua would have actually given us better ball placement, I think some of these balls that were a little bit tougher to catch, they would have been caught. And I do think that as far as what do you call it? No, Mike has no blame. Bones, no, Mike definitely has blame. I'm gonna talk about it in a second. But Tua has to. We have to hold him accountable too. Some people don't want to hold accountable Tua. We have to, just like I hold accountable the receivers. Tyreek, even though I think he should have never been the one in that particular position, should have been one of our bigger receivers. The ball hit him right on the hand, like, and now I'm not talking like no, like that was like perfect. You cut the ball, you dropped the ball. I don't know, maybe because he had to climb that ladder to get there. So do I have to get over the actual defender, which I totally understand. But that's why I say with a bigger receiver, you don't have that issue. Instead of using these little tiny 5'10", can we use one of our 6'6" guys? Or our 6'7" guys? One of our 6'5" guys? You know, that extra foot really does make a difference. And you know what they say? I mean, I mean, just saying. So those are the things that I'm talking about. It's not overall. I'm not upset with Tua. I think Tua did good this game. I'm not upset at Tua. I think this was a. If we would have gotten this Tua versus Niners, we win that game. We would have gotten this Tua versus the Chargers, we win that game. I wholeheartedly believe that. He was in the game, first of all, mentally. Thank God. But you know what we did have that the last two, and it's all about matchups too. The last two games we didn't have, we actually finally established the run, ladies and gentlemen. And early, which has been one of my biggest key factors this entire season. And you know what? I guess due to the weather, at least what we thought the weather would be, that was a super extra emphasis. But for me, to be honest with you, and shout out to Ahmed, man. Ahmed is not getting enough love from the fans, in my opinion. So when Ahmed came in, we know Jeff Wilson Jr. is injured, so he didn't play. He was out. And he came in here and gave us the spark we needed. You know, didn't put it all on Mostert. And even caught a touchdown. Like, we have the personnel. Mike McDaniel needs to know how to use his personnel better. So, as far as Tua, and I'm gonna leave this here because I want to talk about Mike McDaniel. I know it's Tua Tuesday, but it's also media day. You know what I mean? So I want to discuss it a little bit. But more than anything else, guys. Good morning, Zippa. Welcome. Uh, the problem is, again, Tua needs to control what he can't control, and that ball placement. I would have to say it was my biggest. Not even his decision making. Not even his decision making. Because even that, I saw this game. The plays were there to be made. He made the plays. But the ball placement is what was hindering us. Now, granted, I still am not seeing him see. It's hit or miss in these games. I'm not seeing him see the whole field because there are some guys that are wide open. But it's okay. It happens. Fine. He made his decision, picked the start, delivered the ball. You know what I mean? Good morning, JM. Welcome. Yes, welcome, buddy. Miss Fins, guess what? You're A6 and a seventh. Well, Mark, thank you for pointing out the obvious. Yes, we are 8 and 6. Hence why we're the seventh seed. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, I think he did. I think Tua again. Tua did the bare minimum. The bare minimum. I don't have PPF guys, unfortunately, so I don't know. Basudos Spike says 49 PPF is no good. It's not good. Yeah, I can't really talk about the PPF, but if that was it, I know that's definitely not good. He did the bare minimum. But if Tua would have actually, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, TD might have said this, that he was only accredited with 2 drops. I was like, oh, really? Okay. Again, I don't have those particular stats there, but if he would have had better ball placement, do you know how many more balls he would have caught? You can't go 17 of 30 and expect to be effective. Oh, Miss Fiends, there's a bunch of them that were like drop balls. Let's take a look at how many of those drop balls the placement was there or not. You know what I mean? The placement has to be there. It has to be there. And that's, again, the ball placement. You made your decision. You chose whatever, which is your first read, maybe your second. But let's go with the first, which is what typically he does. You have to. You have to get that ball placement right. But Miss Finch, that's ridiculous. You also pay the wide receivers. They gotta make plays too. Yes, that is 1,000% right. I will not argue that point, ladies and gentlemen. We pay these wide receivers too. They need to start, getting these balls as well. I'm not trying to say, oh, it's all on Tua. Not at all. And anybody that says it's all on Tua, okay. Uh, you're just straight up a hater. Like you just don't like him, and that's you. That's cool. I'm not gonna tell you how to be a friend. I'll tell you how to be a fan. That's on you. But anybody that wants to say it's everybody but Tua, then now you're just being a super fan. Nothing wrong with that again. Do you? Hey, you fan how you want to fan. I like to stay in the middle. I'm not like I do with everybody else. I'm gonna point out, but today is Tuesday, so we gotta talk about Tua. Hey, he did this. Great. He got fixed this, and this. It is what it is. But to Bones' points, and it's interesting that you said she keeping it real this morning. Pseudo spike. Like keeping it real. I keep it real every day. I just know I'm not dark and gloomy like some other people that also keep it real, or I guess that people assume they're being dark and gloomy. No, they're just honest, like super blunt honest. I don't like to be too blunt honest. I'll be honest, just soften it up for you guys. You know what I mean? Hey, hey. But but this is funny bones, and this is again this is again part of ball placement. I'm focusing on ball placement because it's consistently one thing in the last 3 years, not just this game. The last 3 years, Tua has had to get better at. And sometimes I see it, it's like, oh God, look at that pass. Like I'm like, God, oh snap. Mahomes can't even throw that ball. It's those are the passes that I've seen Tua do that I'm like, oh, man, if this kid was consistent at doing this, my God, we destroy every team. Every team. Every team. Every team. Every team is what I'm telling you, people. That's the type of talent that's there. I guess it seems like he's afraid to be great. I'm like, stop being afraid to be great, dude. Just be great, man. Be great. Because I've seen some of his, and I'm like, oh, God, that was, I almost have to be like, did I just see what happened? Did that just happen? Was that R2? When I'm like, oh my God, that play. Like, I've seen it. I've seen it. And that's where the frustration comes as a fan. You know what I mean? Bones, give me a minute. That's where the frustration comes as a fan. Because I've seen it. I've seen Tua be like surgical. And I've told you guys, when Tua's on, destroy teams. Destroy teams. But it's like he's afraid of being great. I'm like, dude, be great. Just be great. We know you can be great. Oh, God, I want you to work out. But no matter how we as fans may want him to work out, if he doesn't work out, it's on Tua. It's on Tua. It is. Our our wide receiver has been jumping all year long. If they had alligator arms instead of going to get the ball in the air. Oh, as if they had alligator arms. Tua would look like the play I see y'all. I respect Tua, but he is not it. I get it. I get it. But how many times have you seen? Good morning, AB. Welcome, welcome, buddy. Um, thank you, Matt Jones and Jacoby Myers. I don't know where they are, but hey, it happens. uh, but yeah, but that's the problem that I see with him. If Tua were to actually hone in on his ball placement, you guys think his little completion percentage is high now? It would be even higher. He'd shatter every record in the NFL if he actually had the ball placement in there consistently. I'm not saying he doesn't do it, guys. He's just not consistent at. That's the issue with Tua. They say, I have no idea what you're watching. What greatness have you seen? When has this guy done anything against playoff caliber teams? I mean, I could think of at least one player caliber team that, he did pretty decent, in my opinion. And and another that he was to all fault of his own, 100% fault of his own. He wasn't doing too bad. He could have done something special in that game had he finished the game. But to 1,000% to his fault, he didn't finish that particular game. So I'm gonna let y'all think of what I mean. But I've seen it, and yes, the NFL is all about matchup, guys. It's all about matchup. So essentially, the NFL delusional. What do you mean the NFL ended your season? How so? Y'all can still make the playoffs. What you talking about? Patriots, you guys realize that every like the entire AFC East could still make the playoffs. There might be one area that either it flips where Jets, Patriots are like the toss up for y'all. You know, either one can make it, and if we actually do our job, we can make it too. But three of the teams in the AFC East can absolutely make the playoffs. Which of those three teams? It could literally be. We know the Bills have already clinched it, so obviously the Bills. But it could be Jets and Patriots. It could be Jets and Dolphins. It could be Patriots and Dolphins. It just depends which other two teams are gonna actually end up being. NFL's a game of matchups. Being the two right now, Phins would play the Chiefs with this terrible second. Oh, I think I want to say the Halo one will go off. Probably. It's all about matchup, guys. It's all about matchup. Good morning, Fred. Welcome. Playoffs make the play. Patriots make the playoffs. They could actually still make the playoffs. I've already done. Like, I don't even know how many simulations I've done. The Patriots could absolutely make the playoffs. However, unlike us, they need help. They would need help because the problem they have is the Chargers, which is the same problem we have. It's the Chargers. That's the issue right there. Is the Chargers? That's where you're like, because we got over 30 people in here, only 21 likes. Do me a favor, guys, hit that like button for me. Let's let everybody else know that we're live. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Honestly, it's free and it really does help out the channel. Christmas is in 5 days officially. So anybody that celebrates Christmas, guess what? Merry Christmas to you. Anybody that celebrates Hanukkah, Shalom Shalom. Lashana Tova. And anybody that celebrates anything else, honestly, happy holidays. Because I have no idea what other holidays people celebrate nowadays. I just know the major two, and that's the major two coming up this week. So yeah, guys, you should see my tree. Oh, that's awesome. I celebrate Hanukkah. So I just have like a white Christmas tree with a bunch of um blue ornaments, and like my lights are actually mini menorahs and mini dreidels. It's actually pretty cute. And my star, it's not an actual star, it's actually a mini menorah. Um and then I love it. Love it. So happy. Yeah, because I have way too many gifts to give. So yeah. But seriously, guys, like right now, I get it, Mark K. You say that there's been no greatness from Tua, but come on, man. I've seen the greatness from Tua. I've seen it. I've seen Tua be great. I have. I have absolutely seen Tua be great. He's got some great moments. The issue is again being consistent. You know what I mean? If Tua were to be consistent, my God, I'm telling you, man, I've seen it. I've seen it. This man can do it. The issue is he's not being consistent. Military record against playoff teams 3-13. Oh, Mac and Matt Patricia. Oh, I already know. We all know that Mac doesn't like Patricia. He should have never been an offensive player, but that's what he is because Belichick loves his old coordinators. You know what I mean? So Tua has no follow through. Fred, I don't know what you mean by that. Help me out with that one, Fred. I want to make sure I hit it. Raiders got the tiebreaker over the Pats. Oh, ooh. See, I'm telling you, they need help. But they can still technically, Patriots could still technically make the playoffs. But Fred, help me out here with what you said about Tua has no follow through. I don't know. And oh, delusional Patriots fans, please tell me, is Brady really coming back? Because that to me is a little ridiculous. That would be a little ridiculous in my opinion. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Just saying. Just saying. still making excuses saying we could have, we should all. Yeah. Oh, Daddy Dean. The Cleveland game tour was pretty good. Ravens game, he had one quarter. That's it. One quarter. Yeah. But we can give him the game because technically he's still part of the game. So, yeah. That's what I need to hear about our fans. Sit down, little boy. Like, you all know how to evaluate QBs. I can't tell you what's going on in the chat because I'm trying to, still give you guys my take on it and also follow with the chat. But I don't know. We'll see. I think Brady might not retire, guys. He wants to play till he's 300 years old. So that's where I'm at when it comes to Tua. That would be my biggest takeaway from here. Tua, ball placement, man. Ball placement. That is the difference in Tua's game. That's the difference in Tua's game. This past game. I'm not even going to discuss. We already talked about the last two games prior to that, so there's no point in rehashing that. But that's what I see. Better, much better. Let me be clear. Much better ball placement from Tua on a consistent level, guys. He'll be maximizing his wide receivers. And I'm telling you right now, nobody would be able to stop this offense. Guys, look at what happened with the Bills. The Bills had no answer for the Dolphins. I got the comment. Oh, I got the comment section. Thank you so much, Chef Drew. You're the best. Yeah, let me know if anybody's but still. Misfits, do Tua have the option to audible in games? I'm not the head coach and I'm not Tua. I don't know what he has options to do, but as any starting quarterback, in my opinion, from conventional wisdom, the answer is yes. But does that actually happen? Not sure. That I can't say. Have I seen him check out of a? Yeah, I think I have, maybe once or twice, but I can't say that on on a consistent basis. And that was another thing I was talking to somebody. Who was I talking about? I think it might have been 305 Sports Babe at the game. The not at the game, but the watch party. That Tua, you know, oh, I remember exactly when it was. Do y'all remember? And I think it was the third quarter. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Ooh. Y'all remember in the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken, that's the one where we took that unnecessary timeout. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Um, thank you, Steve. I think it was in the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken, or either the beginning of the fourth quarter, one of the two, where we took that unnecessary timeout. This is my thing, and I was telling 305 Sports, I was like, one thing that I want to see Tua do. They call. I'm like, when they came out of that, I'm like, you better have 3 plays, sir. 3 plays that you want to call. But this is my thing. If the radio doesn't work, if you're having technical issues, because if I'm not mistaken, once the play clock hits 15 seconds, it no longer, like, it doesn't, they don't have communication with the booth or the head coach. I believe it's 15 seconds if I'm not mistaken. I could, again, correct me if I'm wrong. I pretty sure it's 15 seconds, but again, I could be wrong. I forgot where it cuts off. I wish Tua had maybe like 3 run plays and 3 passing plays that he just absolutely loves. That in a situation where, you know what, I can't hear this play call, or for whatever reason it's not happening. I know what's happening with the defense. I see the defense. I'm calling this. You know what I mean? Just take over the game. How many times have we seen? Peyton Manning. This is why they call him the general, field general. Come on, man. And granted, I know it takes time, takes years to develop that. But I've seen young players. I mean, Joey B did it last year. Joe Burrow, in case you didn't know who I was talking about, he did it last year, calling plays where it's like, yeah, oh, we heard that your mic was, his helmet was broken. I guess on a hit or something, just okay, it just wasn't making a connection with the sideline. He was calling plays. He was just straight up calling plays. And I think, oh, AB, never. I'm pretty sure I said this multiple times. It is not Tua's fault 100%. Not at all, sir. No, no, no. But then again, you may be talking to someone else in the chat. It's definitely not Tua's fault. 100%. Absolutely not. He played way better this game than he did the 2 years, 2 games before. This fans, all you talking about us, all you talk about is Tua. Dude, read the title. AB, literally, it's Tua Tuesday. That's what I dedicate Tuesdays for. Mondays, I give y'all an overall recap. That's what's Motivation Monday. Talk about the entire game. But Tua Tuesday, like tomorrow, I'm not talking about Tua. Thursday, I ain't talking about Tua. Like, today is the one day that I actually spent in the week that it's about Tua. That's why it's called Tua Tuesday, buddy. Yeah. But and I'm not making him out to be bad or anything like that or afraid of. What I'm saying is, and again, you guys probably just got here. Hey, you gotta watch the beginning of the stream. My main takeaway from this game is the ball placement. I'm not even gonna talk about this whole. I know I've heard multiple people say, "Oh, he's a one read quarterback. He's in that." I'm not even focusing on that. I want to focus on what I think he can control, and I definitely do think this he can control because I've seen him control it, and that's his ball placement. That's it. Um, I can't speak for any other content creator, honestly. I just oh, thank you, Alfredo. I appreciate it. I'm just I have to talk about him because he's QB1, and to be honest with you, a lot of it falls on him. That's why all the QBs, or at least starting QBs, they get all the girls, they get the biggest contract, they get all the deals. They also get the most pressure and the most questions and the most scrutiny. It comes with the territory. So he's QB1. But that's why I dedicate one day out of the week to talk about him so that I don't talk about him like the whole time. Like I might mention him here and there other days, but it's going to be mentioning him here and there. So yeah, my takeaway from this game for Tua, irregardless of the stat line, irregardless of like he stat line wise did the bare minimum, which if y'all don't believe me, take a look at that right there. Feel free to take it exactly what I said. And I've said this puppy all season long of my minimum expectations for Tua. He technically did it. You know what I mean? He technically did it. By the way, AB, no one has the power to block anybody, by the way. Um because nobody's a moderator. I don't have moderators, okay? Um so yeah, do not feel like you're being blocked or anything like that. At least I'm not blocking you. Somebody personally blocks you, that's on them. But yeah, nobody has the opportunity. I don't have moderators yet. Until I get to 1,000 subscribers, when I'll probably end up needing them, then I'll have moderators. But with Tua, that's the one thing he needs to improve, which is ball placement for him. Now, as far as McDaniel, because I said I was going to talk about it, and I'm getting ready to 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 close this out. But as far as oh boys, you guys are. Oh, I will tell you this as a public service announcement. The system itself, like the actual system itself, if you put a comment, it does flag. That does happen. Um, so the system will, if you put something and it has like a word or whatever, it does flag. So a lot of the comments I don't even see when it flags them most of the time unless I have like my phone, which I don't even know why I don't have my phone up right now so I can see the chat. But typically that's probably the only time. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that if you don't see it, it's the system itself. It will it will it will I don't know how to say it. It'll block it, I guess. Whatever message you put that may have like a word or a phrase or something. So yeah, that happens to everybody. Trust me. Even sometimes like the good morning, Miss Phins. Da, 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 da. Sometimes even those I have to go in and I'm like, God, I can't even believe it blocked this one. But it does the system itself. So now, as far as Matt McDaniel, because I did say I was going to talk about Matt McDaniel, and it's extremely important, ladies and gentlemen. Back to back to back. You see my back to back to back. Let's say that one more time. Back to back to back weeks. Mike McDaniel has shown me he is a rookie head coach. Miss Vince, what do you mean by that? Let me explain. He has been out coached in all three games. But this is a frustrating, even more frustrating part about McDaniel. He's not even getting out coached the whole game. It's like the second half of every game, he's getting out coached. What's up, Esther? Welcome back. What's up, y'all? We still crying because we're loaded with talent, but still lose. That happens. I'm not even crying about that, sir. But my McDaniel needs to take some of this L. He needs to take some of this L too. Because guess what? Tua was, to the most part, executing the game plan. But if you want to be effective in your game plan, do what works, man. Tell me in the chat right now, did Buffalo, you know what? No. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to put it in a poll because y'all know I love. Who stopped Miami's run? Me. Dolphins? Bills. It makes it, it makes it seem like a simple question, y'all. Um, Merry Christmas, sir. Merry Christmas. Maybe a simple question. But who stopped the Miami Dolphins run game? Hmm? Balls, you don't want me to talk about the coach? Oh no, he's getting some too. He's getting some of the sizzle. He needs to get some of the sizzle too. He's got to get some of the sizzle because come on, man, come on, come on. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Hmm? Gotta get some of this sizzle. My McDaniel. They couldn't stop Mostert. This man averaged 8 yards a carry. Man, who the can we finally say it? I've been saying it, but people keep not giving them the props. This O line is not as bad as people think. This O line is it's I mean this O line has been doing its thing. And Brandon Shell, Lord, oh Lord, man. Thank you, sir. Oh my God. Finally. A lineman that can help out the line. I mean, the vision that Mostert has. Oh, guys. Jeez. This man was just carving them up. I mean, he was having himself a buffet of yards. A buffet. Oh my God, this man. I mean, we did 188. We almost did 200 rushing yards, yo. This man averaged 8.0 yards. Even when they did adjust and kind of, you know, brought in a little bit better run stopping defense. Because the Bills are semi good at stopping the run. Guys, they still couldn't stop him. He'd get four. Run the ball three times, bro. Not the exact same play. Christ. But run the ball. This is on McDaniel. Now, I also have to, talk about the flip side of this. Guys, teams do make adjustments. And this is where the our coach is getting out coached by other coaches part comes in. Buffalo Bills did make adjustments. But in my opinion, at the end of the day, Dolphins stopped our own run. It was not the Bills. We were running at will. I mean, at will. Just in it. I mean, I was like, did we finally get that run game we're looking for? Even though some people say we don't got no run game, this is a problem. We're not utilizing the run game. Like we're not using our tight ends. We're not utilizing our run game. Ladies and gentlemen, 17 carries for 136 yards. Holy cow. Holy cow. They couldn't stop this man. Even his bare minimum 4 yards here, 5 yards there, 4 yards here, 6 yards there, 12 yards here. They couldn't stop this man for nothing. For nothing. For nothing. For nothing. That's on coaching. That's on McDaniel. He's the one. He's the one. Of course he's Flores now. Of course. Well, hey, if we're gonna blame Flores for everything last year, we gotta blame McDaniel for this one too. Bro, what are you doing, sir? What are you doing, sir? Why'd you stop the run? It was there. It was there. But I did learn more, which I think they're no longer here. Maybe I don't know. But I did learn more about the Bills than I did the Dolphins in this past game. And I think the Miami Dolphins, because let's be real, Josh Allen has not been playing his top self. He hasn't. He still makes his plays. We know this. He's still a really good quarterback. He still makes his plays. But he hasn't been playing his best. And they find ways to win. That's what a good team does. But um, if you want to call me a Flores lover, I guess I'm a Flores lover. AB, I've always have, always have. Fred, you're saying that Tua needs to step up and deliver his passes? I would say he needs to continue to because I think he's already doing it. The issue is he needs to make sure. Tua needs to make sure that his ball placement is there with that. Hey, I just want the Lombardi. I could care less who gets us there, man. Esta, from your lips or fingers to God's ears or whomever, I just want to win the Lombardi. Oh, I just want to win a Lombardi, guys. That's it. I just want the Lombardi. I don't care who gets me there, man. I do not care who gets me there. I don't care. I just want the Lombardi. Yep, McDaniel stopped running. His fault there. Yeah, I agree with you, AB. He stopped running the ball. Now, I get it when you're behind, you typically want to go ahead and throw the ball so you can get the distance, you can get the yardage that you need to keep getting those first downs. But if your man is getting 4 or 5 yards a carry, you have to do it until they stop you. You have to. And this was playoff. I almost said basketball. Wow. And then I almost said baseball. This is playoff football, ladies and gentlemen. This playoff football right here, guys. That's what we face, guys. You realize that we've gone against we. This is the what is it? The preseason for the playoffs. Failed miserably, miserably, because we lost all three. But guys, all three of them, playoff teams, all three of them. And guess what? We failed because we lost all three. There's a lot we can take away from it, obviously, but we still failed. Now, when we do get into the playoffs, it's one and done. We don't have an extra week to go. And like I always say, because y'all know I'm a defensive girl, defense wins championships. I'm gonna get some of this on Boyer as well. I gotta give him. He gotta get a little of this too. He's gotta get a little of this sizzle too. Boyer, which I saw the little between you and head coach McDaniel, bro. We gotta do better in these three and outs. I don't know if it's a play calling in the third downs. I don't know what it is, but come on, man. Now, granted, in away games, they didn't play any worse than they had any other game because we averaged 32.3. They gave up 32 points. So the defense did exactly what the defense has done essentially this entire season, especially when it comes to away games. So they have at least stayed consistent. Now we need the offense again. Can we put up more than 30 points? Can we get to 30 points, guys? Can we? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We absolutely can. But oh, I know exactly where B what happened. No excuses, man. Next man up. You know what I mean? Next man up. And people forget you could put Trill Williams in that too. Guys, his trajectory was insane. Put Trill Williams too. Uh, Fred, no, I guess he won't. And you know what? Maybe he can't. Maybe he can't. Those are some of the trade-offs that we have to have by having him as a quarterback. But oh, I 1,000% agree. They'd be Trill Williams and Kohu are gonna be phenomenal next year, in my opinion. But yeah, like that's the thing, guys. So even Boyer gets it too. He can get a little zizzle as well. Because guess what? We can't have that. Now, I feel I've had one good question. I want to ask you guys a question. What's worse, they drop pass in the end zone or a fumble in the red zone? Because no one's talking about that whatsoever, and I'm more pissed about that than anything else. A fumble in the red zone. In my opinion, a fumble in the red zone is almost always going to be the worst. In my opinion. But then again, we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see what's up, what's going on, because Mickey D's, you got to do better, sir. You got to do better. You can't be getting that coach. That management, oh my God, that clock management too. You're killing me, Smalls. You are killing me, Smalls. That ball management, that time management, you are killing me, Smalls. Killing me. I can't. It hurts. Literally hurts. And this is why I said he's getting out coached by now. He's a rookie head coach, but he's not a rookie coach. There's a difference. He's a rookie head coach, but he's not a rookie coach. He's been in the league for more than 15 years in coaching. He's seen a thing or two. Come on, man. Clock management is a must, especially in the playoffs. All of this is just a dress rehearsal, ladies and gentlemen. And let me put it to you this way: these last 6 games, the 3 that we just played and the 3 happening, are all playoff games. All of them, all teams are playing teams. There is still a chance the Packers could still make the playoffs. I did last night because I didn't even watch. Man, but other than that, who won? Okay, so it was Green Bay that won. Yeah, they're still in the playoff hunt. All 6 teams are playoff teams. All of them. This is a dress rehearsal. We gotta work on that muscle, work out the kinks and make it happen. We gotta work out those kinks, you know. That's what we gotta do, and that is where you're gonna see the difference. We do need to win out, in my opinion, to give us the best opportunity and the best chance to be at the highest seed possible. Which, if I'm not mistaken, if we win out, we have a possibility of being the 5th seed. But then again, it all depends. But guys, listen, McDaniel, stop getting eaten alive, please. Stop getting eaten alive, because you're getting eaten alive. I don't appreciate that. And that's 1,000% on you, sir. Making the right adjustments. Making the right adjustments. So, yeah. Well, you already know what I'm gonna ask you. Go ahead and hit that like button, guys. Subscribe today to a Tuesday, a media day. I mean, what did they say in the media? Tua gave props to the Bills Mafia. When he got injured, they stepped up and donated to his foundation. And guess what? Thank you, guys. Y'all are awesome for that. At the end of the day, we just gotta clean it up. It's like we're there, but we still need to clean it up. These next 3 games, and people wanna just blow past Green Bay like it's a gimme, guys. With Aaron Rodgers as a QB, it'll never be a gimme, never. And with Bill Belichick as a head coach to the Pats, it'll never be a gimme. And with the Jets and that defense, that's young, hungry, bushy-eyed tail, they don't know any better or worse. These are going to be some of the toughest games we're going to play this season. Mark my words. And yes, I will be there. Shout out to Chef Jew for donating the ticket. I appreciate you, Chef Jew. I will be actually at both games. And I can't believe it, this season I'm going to get to actually go to to every single home game. And that has always been a dream come true for me. And if it wasn't for you guys, I would have never made it there. So I just wanted the chance to say thank you guys, man. I know I'm all about subscribe, like, whatever. Man, you guys make it worth it. You guys make it worth it. Um, being here, showing up, having the conversations. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. You guys are the best fans ever. You don't have to be here, but you are. And I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. The ones that love me, the ones that hate me, I love everybody. Thank you so much. Because, and I hope that I'm giving you guys, that's the way that I was raised. I don't lean left or right, I lean straight in the middle. I'm going to give you what I see. You know? And at the end of the day, it's up to you to make your own personal decision. Take in all the information, surrounding information, and then come up with your own conclusion. And I'm just here to give you my points of view, what I'm seeing. Because, guys, I'm just a fan like you. The difference is I wake up every morning, Monday to Friday, at 8 a.m. to give you guys, some of this content. But I gave you all a little extra because I did come in late today. But I appreciate you guys. I'm trying to keep it to an hour each day because my schedule changed. So I gotta take care of that. But I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for coming through again. Like I say, we win together, we lose together. Dolphins for life. And I'm gonna still be here even if we don't make the playoffs. I'm still gonna be upset. But I'm still running my team. I mean, it is what it is. You guys, help me out here to the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. If y'all could do me a favor, go ahead and hit the like button. Share the link is at the description. Please go ahead and make it happen. Let's go ahead and share it. Tomorrow it is going to be our AFC East day that we always discuss, because I still think that the path for us is still through the division. There's still a slight chance we can still win it. It would absolutely take Bills to completely collapse, but you never know. I doubt it, though. Highly doubt it. So, but until it's over, as I always say, it ain't over till it's over. Until that clock strikes 0, or until we'll officially be eliminated. It ain't over till it's over. Just means it's a little tougher to get there. But guys, again, this is Miss Phins. I'm Miss Phins. Welcome back to the Miss Phins Show. As you can see, I'm cold because in South Florida it's freezing right now, according to us. Because we don't do the cold like that. But thank you guys for coming through again. Find me Monday through Friday, every single Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. This Friday I will not be live because, well, a lot of reasons. I'm off. One of them being I'm off from work, and 2 is because I actually have a few things to take care of before Shabbat. So, but guys, thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Y'all know you can come through every single day, and you're gonna see Miss Phins right here with you. Okay? So tomorrow, remember, we're gonna be reacting to the AFC East tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow night we're gonna be having our very typical Let's Talk Football League Wide Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, so go ahead and check that out. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, it's myself and my co-host Color Commentary, who is live right now. So once you guys leave me, go over to the Phins Tailgate, check him out, hit the like button, share, subscribe to the channel. It's phenomenal. The guy's a huge supporter of Miss Phins. So please go check out the Cup of Color. I'm going to check him out too afterwards, but definitely check them out. Phenomenal content over there. And check out all the content creators, guys. We all have something different. We're like Baskin Robbins. We give you all 31 flavors for you guys. You all just pick, whichever flavor you want. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Take care. And again, this is Miss Phins. I'm Miss Phins. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.